Welcome back, everybody. Today's gig is at Harley Davidson outside on the pavement. It's supposed to get to about 100 degrees, so we are starting today early. I am not supplying sound. I am just helping Matt set up and helping the bands change over. So I just need to grab a few things before I head out for the day. This time I will not forget my chair, because I forgot it the last two gigs, and I had to stand the whole time. Oh, thanks, kitty. Surprise, my grocery bags. Whatever, this can fit on top. I'm not sure what Matt's plan is for a canopy, so I'm gonna move this stuff and grab my 12x12, because I'd rather have it and not need it than be dying in the heat. Ugh, it's already humid, so it's gonna be a good one today. So right now I'm kind of regretting staying up late researching guitar pedals. Whatever. I'll grow up someday. No, I won't. If you've never been to Omaha, the joke is everything is about 20 minutes away. Because our interstate systems are fairly good, you can get anywhere in Omaha in about 20 minutes. So, I'm hitting the interstate. This guy must be super excited for the bike show at Harley. He's a little early. So, funny story. I went the wrong direction really far. So now I gotta look like I don't know what the H I'm doing and flip a U-turn in front of all these people. You know, I should sleep more. Well, at least there isn't a lot of construction on the way. Oh my gosh. I really hope this is not how the whole day is gonna go. Finally. I'm curious if this construction is gonna prevent people from coming or keep them away. We'll find out. Okay, wow, this is a completely different setup than I was expecting. Normally it's a giant stage. In fact, when my band played, we had to play the entire parking lot. It seems just like yesterday. All the stones that are flowing on building up the wall. I have become John the Sun. Normally we all dressed a lot cooler. By cooler I mean nicer. But it was so hot we did not want to do that. But when we played, this entire lot where you can see these motorcycles parked was where people were. So Matt and I brought way too much stuff. I don't know what Matt's plan is, but I mean, obviously I do because I already did this gig. But at this time I didn't know what Matt's plan was, so we're just unloading everything. Matt likes to set up a front of house. Normally I mix straight off an iPad. I can understand why you'd want a front of house, especially when you're out in the sun cooking the whole time. It gives you a home base to hang out, sit in your chair, but also you can get that coverage from your canopies. His new truck is nice, but as you can see me struggling here, it's real tight on space. Ah, crap. I forgot my fans. I always say I'm gonna make a list, and I never do. And I'm gonna grab a mic stand anyway, Matt. Ugh. So now we have to run power about 6 miles away, clear over to where we are. We'll be running the power straight into this distro box, which will feed the whole stage. Before you blow up my comments saying, that's way too many speakers, you probably could have just got away with one 12-inch. You're probably right. But it's easier just to use these and turn them down instead of tear everything down. Gonna run a stringer across the back for the back line for the bass amps or whatever amps are back here, and to supply power to the drummer. Here I'm talking to the gentleman that was setting it up. I've never seen a stage like this. Apparently he designed it and had it fabricated, so it'll be interesting to see how it works out. A lot of the members of both of these bands will be using monitors, so we will be using the ZLX 12s today. Matt really likes using these racks that have the plastic slide-in drawers. It keeps things separated for him really well. I use a giant trunk that's divided 4 ways. What do you guys prefer? Drawers? Trunks? No drawers? That's gross, you guys. You have to wear drawers. Next up will be another stringer, which will power their guitar pedals, maybe an in-ear system, and these monitors. I see a lot of people create looms that are power and XLR, but I'm really curious if that actually saves time, because what if it's not long enough? What if it's too long? Look at He-Man here sliding the front of house like it's nothing. Actually, these decks aren't too heavy. Obviously heavier than I thought. Next up, Matt wants me to grab a couple snakes. The most common place for a snake is obviously right next to the drum kit. You really only usually need 8 inputs there. Well, viewer, get used to that sound, because we're going to hear it a lot today. When I was grabbing the mics, I said, why does this guy get a beta? Shouldn't he just get a 58? He said, I don't care. But now, look who all of a sudden cares. One thing that I learned early on was to not actually wrap around your stand, because sometimes a singer will want to take that mic off and walk with it, and if you wrap it, they can't do that. This is dedication. A life lived from. Yeah, monitor's working first try. I hooked it up right. Now to test out my new chair. So this is just like the one Matt got that he got without my affiliate link. Son of a gun. But his is solid, and I went for the mesh. Yeah, it's pretty comfy. Wait a second. We're like the same height now. Okay, back to work. The first band is here, and it is one of my friends that I do open mic with often. All right, we have no sound out of his mic, so we are experiencing our first issue of the day, not counting my awesome U-turn. So now, on to drums. I just need to set this... Did he just mean mug me? That's funny. Well, so the system is too many 8008s and too many HDL 10s. We do not need the wash effects tonight because we're only going to 7 p.m. And again, the ZLX is for monitors, but let's look at their gear. The bass player will be playing through a GK amp, and here are his basses for today. There's the 58 I put on there earlier, changed out the beta. The lead singer will be using his own wireless 58. He has his own tablet. I need to get him a lyrics prompter. He has this cool page turner. The guitar player will be using a Boss Katana, and we have mic'd it up with a Sennheiser 906. Here's his guitars. He had this really interesting Epiphone. Apparently it's some sort of KISS model. I thought it was pretty cool. He will be using the SM58 also. The drum kit had this cool metallic wrap, and the kick will be an EV. The snare is going to be a 604, and then each one of the toms is going to be actually running the Sennheiser 904s. And then we'll mic under the hi-hat and ride. His kick pedals are the Pearl. Here's his drum throne. And for his monitor tonight, he gets the RCF. We'll be going into the Snake, which then runs over to the SD8s. Now that we're all done, we can hang out for a little bit because they are going to start doing motorcycle trick shows. So like I was saying earlier, this whole section was open for people to sit to enjoy the band before, but now it's filled with all these really nice bikes. I almost said bicycles. Bikes. They have the indoor area open too, which is going to be nice because it's going to get hot and we're going to need to come in here for some water and air conditioning. And now they're going to do some bike jumps for a little bit. So here's something fun. I shot the top here with a laser thermometer, 113, and it wasn't even in the sun for very long. And if you shoot the black top in the shade, 84. That's a huge difference. They do have this canopy, and it covers quite a bit of the band, but if you're the drummer, you are out of luck. All right, let's start this. We had equipment problems because of the heat. Monitor was going, ooh, that's hot. Monitor was cutting out. His microphone stopped working. So we're gonna have to figure that out. But now we have to change over to the other band. Hey, did you guys know that the Runt has a direct out? What a great amp. Matt called an audible, and while the motorcycles are doing some more fun jumps and show, I'm heading over to Guitars and Cadillacs to grab a wedge so that they can actually hear themselves. The monitors they use here are the turbo sound ones. They sound pretty good. I do like the shape better, so visually they look a lot cooler on the stage. So back to Harley I go. Good news is it's not that far away. The bad news is construction. We're so close, I almost just want to run it over. At least I can park really far away so that I have to walk as far as possible. Well, I hope their guitar player is happy. That was a lot of work, but at least he can hear himself now. We are tested and working. Let's check out their gear. It's the same bass player, so he's getting doubled paid today. One of the singers will be using a Sennheiser wireless mic. The other singer will be using a 58 wireless and be using a PSM 300 in-ears. The guitar player just has these two pedals that are running into the Friedman Runt, which is running into a 4x12, but we are running it out digitally out the back. He just likes to push the air, but he has plexi here so the singer can actually hear. Here's his guitars. And he will be using the 58. And of course the best fan. Also the monitor I went and got. They have a keyboard player who is running into our DI box, which is then splitting into this Roland. And she is a lead singer also, so she has a wireless mic so she can come to the front of the stage. The drummer is using our EV again, and of course the Sennheiser 604s and 904s on the toms. He's using an Iron Cobra pedal, And then one of his pedals is a DW5000 and a rock and sock. And of course, we mic'd underneath the hi-hat and the ride. And this ride is massive. Look at that thing. And he stood up the RCF for his monitor. Everybody else is using the ZLXs for wedges. Now let's get this started. I feel so bad for the drummers. Look at this. I scanned the shade on the deck, 93. This is in the sun on the same deck, 143. Holy smokes. Well, we'll start with the drum. What the heck? What is that? I don't wear tidy whities. So it turns out my new Express pants ripped already. So hopefully they give me a refund. That's cool. I just look dumb the rest of the gig. The temperature kept a lot of people away until it finally started cooling down, and then people started showing up. So that's unfortunate. Watch this. I started trolling Matt, wrapping it around my arm. Just kidding. I'm not dumb. Well, I'm dumb, but not that dumb. I'm gonna move some of this stuff over to the edge of the stage. This is where he's gonna pull his truck up. Seriously, mesh chair, huge win. If you'd like to purchase one, I'll have links below. I really like it, and that's my story. That was terrible. Watch this. Oh. Yeah, that's for you, buddy. Jeez. Someday, I'm going to learn how to use ramps, and it's not going to be today, that's for sure. Come on, big guy. With your hole in your pants. That's so embarrassing. All right, teamwork, making the dream work, or something clever here. Also, cases have this way of running away. Now, I'm gonna show how great I am at this ramp now. Look at that. Okay, still not smooth, but way smoother than last time. I even had to stop. Genuine question. Do they make these that are lightweight? Like, these are insanely heavy. So Matt had all these instructions so we can get this going. I don't know. I guess they have to be strong so you can drive over them, but dang, that's heavy. All right, one last check to make sure we haven't forgotten anything in this heat, and we'll be wrapping up. I had a comment asking about my Patreon, and honestly, I kind of forgot about it. I shut it down for the member section, but Patreon's easier to post to. So in the coming month, I'm going to try to do a lot better on getting that behind the scenes content for there. I appreciate every one of you that comments, likes, subscribes, or has bought anything from my gig guides. It really does help a lot. And like always, I appreciate you hanging out for this episode, and I'll see you at the next gig. Seriously, look at that hair. Hey, if you want to watch another video, check out one of these on the screen. If you don't, that's okay. Thanks for stopping by.